Hello there everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today we're here with what I believe is the first modern English coin which I'm covering on this channel. This here is a decimalised £1 coin. So, this one here is a 2016 version, but before I get into that, let's go off and do some statistics first. So, this coin here is clearly a bimetallic coin, meaning it has two metals in the coin. The centre there is a nickel-plated brass, whilst the edge is simply just a nickel brass ring. The weight of this coin is 8.75 grams, with a diameter of 23.4 millimeters and a thickness of 2.8 millimeters. Now the shape here is a pretty odd shape for most countries in all reality. This here is a dodecagonal, so a 12-sided coin. You can see it's got 12 sides there. So yeah. And the coin here, being an English coin from the modern period, is in the medal alignment, meaning that the obverse and reverse are in the same, well, vertical orientation, I suppose you could call it. So, let's begin simply by looking here at the reverse of the coin. So, looking at the reverse, we can once again see the two bimetallic rings. It's pretty cool. And on the outer ring, so the brass ring, the nickel brass ring, we have the denomination of £1. Oh, that is pretty simple, really. But in the centre here, this is where things get a little bit hard to go off and explain. So, on the far left, we have the English rose, which is the symbol of the English. Next to it, we have the Welsh leek, the Welsh symbol. Here we have the Scottish thistle, and then the Northern Irish shamrock. So the English rose is one we usually see, as that's the one that's represented the most on most United Kingdom coins. But that is the England-specific flower, the leek, the Welsh, the thistle, the Scottish, and the clover, the Irish, so the shamrock. And yeah, and they all emerge from a single stem, which shows the unity of the United Kingdom, and then it shows them all coming out of the royal coronet, so the crown. So this here is essentially just saying that the United Kingdom all comes together, but we all come out in our own different ways, all united under and with the crown. Now, as well as this, we do actually have some lettering on here. I'll have to bring it a bit closer to the camera for you guys to see, if that will focus. Will that focus? There we go. I think that's focused. You can probably see it just down here. There are some little marks there. The engraver mark of DP, David Pierce, who's the engraver of this side of the coin. It's a very interesting coin indeed, and well, you can see here, it's a lot of thought that's been put just into the reverse alone. So I'm going to flip this here over onto the edge here. We can say that we have a segmented milled edge, segmented reading, essentially. So we have milling on one part, then a smooth, then milling. This here takes place, 6 times for each, as this is a dodecagonal, coin. Right, let's now flip this over and talk about the obverse here. So, let's get this all down here. Alright. So the obverse of the coin is actually very interesting as well. We have, of course, in the centre on the nickel plated brass centre, we have the fifth crowned portrait of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II facing towards the right. And if you can see there, she is wearing the King George IV state diadem. You can probably see that there. She's just wearing it. And yeah. And now we also do have a latent, which is sort of like a hologram-like image below the bust, which is a bit hard to see. I'll go off and try to show it off on camera in a little bit. You can probably see it now. You can see the pound coin symbol coming through those lines. This here is the 2016 version of the coin, so there are actually 24 of those lines, unlike later versions, as the 2017 version has 24 and also 20 lines, 2018 only 20, it was 2019, 2020 and 2021 both only have 15 lines. So the little hologram image is a bit different for the majority of the years. You can see the pound coin symbol once again coming through. As if I tilt this to a different angle, you probably can't see it on camera. You can't see it in person too well either. There you go. It sort of disappears at a certain angle, so that's why it's a latent hologram-like image. There you go, you can see it on camera again. The lines are just essentially to go off and help stop with the counterfeiting, really. But I completely just forgot, I skipped over all of the lettering on this side of the coin. So, what we have here on this side of the coin, we have the lettering here of 2016, so the date. Then we have Elizabeth II, DG, REG, FD. This here is obviously the Latinate short form, the short form of the Latin for Elizabeth II, De Gratia Regina Fidei Defensatrix, which means Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. There we go. So Elizabeth II, grace of God, Regina means Queen, and then we've got Defender of Faith just there. And this side of the coin here was engraved by a woman by the name of Jodie Clark. We can now see, if I pick it up again, just underneath Queen Elizabeth's neck there, her engraver mark, the letters J and C. It's very hard to see, but there we go. I think I got on camera there. Just there. It's a very hard to see little engraver mark, but it's good to see that this coin here has engraver marks on both sides, as it does show the amount of care and the amount of detail put into this coin. So yeah, let's now go off and talk about the part that everyone's probably wondering about. How much is this coin worth? Well, back in the United Kingdom, much like the American dollar coins, this here can be spent just as a regular coin. This isn't a special commemorative or anything, it's just a standard circulation coin. So it's not exactly worth too much, really. But on the resale market, this year can be worth around £1.60. So that there to the Americans would be about $2.35, I believe. So it's not exactly the most valuable coin in the world, but once again, it's a new release standard circulation coin, so you wouldn't really be expecting it to be worth that much anyways, really. Anyways, thank you guys for watching so much, and I should also go off and say, before I do end this video actually, that there are lots of variants of this coin, so do double check which variant you have. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Please go off and leave a like down below. Do subscribe to the channel as well, and do comment if you want me to cover a certain type of coin. I'll do my best to try to do so. Alright everybody, ta-ta, and please have a great day.